for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting.
Day from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now a hook up downfield on second down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
To Edmonds on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with Edmonds again. Nifty move. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd and 10, Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. The Browns drive about to get started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. The final shot before the break, Watson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. John Ross, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about Much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
From midfield, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Finding space at the 40. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw, Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Off of play action, it's Watson. And here he's got Graham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Chubb on the counter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Watson, and he's got his man on the out route. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. from the gun. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Tua now on first down, being chased out left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, they just gave up The score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, it's Watson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, what a move. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Still 9 remaining on second down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Sanders is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for Miami, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got salads. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove. My moves, they tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's all